Hey, house guests, welcome to today's Big Brother 22 updates and spoilers. What's going on? Our house guests of the day are Laura Wardine and Jump Keys. Thank you both so much for the support. And Laura, thank you for telling me how to say your last name so I wouldn't mess that up. You guys are awesome and we appreciate the support so much. So if you guys want to be house guests of the day, check out our Patreon link in the info box below. Yay! Happy Saturday. It's Saturday, right? Yeah. Happy Saturday. Woo! Before we get going here, I want to thank all of our super chatters from yesterday. You guys are rock stars. So Susie Loy, Traval K, Carrie Zavitz, Maricela Castellanos, Kansas James, and Latoya L. Thank you all so much. You guys are awesome. All right. So when we left off yesterday, the house guests were chilling. They're taking everything in. Thursday was a lot. They're still shooketh from Thursday. I mean, think about it. Christmas was evicted by Cody. They got videos from home. They had the final three walk down memory lane meal. Then on a full stomach, they had part one of the final three HOH competition, which just to recap was endurance. It was called Scary Go Round, and the house guests, it was the one where they're like standing on a disc and they're hanging onto a rope as it orbits around and they're like smacking into something. So Nicole won part one, which means she advances automatically to part three on finale night. And Cody and Enzo will be facing off in part two, which should be today/tonight. I feel like in the past it's been on a Saturday. Who knows at this point? I mean, maybe it will be tomorrow, but I feel like it'll be tonight because I feel like this one is usually a nighttime thing. But that should be interesting. Everybody was assuming in the house that Cody was going to win part one. But yeah. So what are the house guests up to now that that's all done? They're sleeping. They're playing backgammon, sometimes with each other, sometimes alone. They're studying, they're reminiscing. So it's a whole lot of nothing. Nicole really wanted donuts, so she asked Big Brother for donuts, and Big Brother gave them a bunch of donuts. And it was a pretty quick turnaround. Yum, they look so freaking good. Oh my God. And Cody was kind of upset about it at first because he requested American cheese and he didn't get it. So he was like, wow, BB's playing favorites here. But then he found out like an hour later that he did get the cheese that he requested. So Big Brother is really delivering for these guys. For us, not as much. I'm sorry that this is what we're talking about right now. I know it's super freaking riveting. But last night, Cody and Enzo were chatting in the kitchen over some donuts. And it's worth mentioning, Enzo at one point was eating one of those like chocolate covered donuts. And I guess he was trying to get all the chocolate off of it as if it was like a corn on the cob or like he was eating an apple and not eating the core. So he was like going around, like it was so weird. It just reminded me of like Mr. Peepers with an apple. Like it was crazy. Anyway, Cody and Enzo were chatting and they are so glad to have each other in this house this whole time. You know, they had a lot of fun together. They've been doing great, obviously, strategically. So Enzo says, I think America wants to see me and you at the end, just duking it out. I mean, I don't speak for all of America, but it's kind of boring for me. But Enzo says no one wants to see Nicole. No one wants to see her at the end. She won already. No one wants to see that shit, yo. I kind of do want to see that shit. But Enzo then starts bringing up jury votes, and he says, me and you, we've pissed off the same people. And Cody agrees with this. Cody says, Nicole could have gone so many times. When could we have gone? You know, they were never really in danger until like the very end. But I gotta say, Nicole did have an extra target on her, you know, coming in as a former winner. So there is something to be said for that. But Enzo says if Nicole makes it to the final two, she's probably going to get Davon's vote because she did give Davon $5,000 in the POV competition. I don't think that's going to be the deciding factor. And Cody says, yeah, but she lied to Davon's face the entire time. She lied to her all season. So I don't think that's going to be the be all end all. So then Enzo's going through the jury. He's like, all right, we pissed off Dave. We pissed off Christmas. We pissed off Memphis. We pissed off Ian. Danny is mad at us. She's definitely not mad at Cody. Devon is mad at us. And Enzo says, I don't know where Tyler's at because I lied to him that whole week leading up to his eviction. They didn't want to tell him to his face, like, you're going. So Enzo says, if it's me and you at the end, they're going to have to pick someone to win, right? And he says, at that point, I don't care if you win or I win because you're my dude. I don't give an F. I think Enzo does give an F. I think Enzo would prefer to win. Okay. I think Enzo was really freaked out, too, by Christmas's eviction speech when she said that Enzo was going to get third place. I think that's really sticking in his head, and he's, like, slowly realizing, whoa, that could actually happen, and he's freaking out about it. Enzo says Nicole knows if she wins HOH and cuts him, he's going to be voting for Cody to win. Duh. And Cody says, I don't even want to think about that. I don't even want to think about that scenario because I think Cody is also kind of nervous that, people could be really into the idea of this former winner making it to the end again, and maybe some people would want to vote for Nicole to win over him. So then Enzo is saying, I don't want to answer questions after the season about getting third place again. Whatever, yo. I don't want to do it. I don't want to talk to nobody. And Cody says it's not going to happen. You're not going to get third place. We'll see. Enzo says, I don't think so either. One of us is going to win that final HOH, and we'll both be in the final two. We'll see. I think that Nicole has a great shot at winning the final HOH, and I think she would probably take Cody to the end. I think she could slam dunk win if she were to cut Cody and go with Enzo, but I don't see her cutting Cody. I think she would bring him to the end. So anyway, they both studied a bit more last night separately, and that was last night. Okay, so then today, Enzo and Cody are wondering, is part 2 of the HOH competition going to be today or what? Yeah, right? Like they usually do it on Saturday, but again, it might not be for a while because I feel like they do it a lot at night. So they were chatting at the dining room table, and again, Enzo's like trying to push that Nicole cannot be in the final 2. He says Nicole has everything lined up to explain to the jury when she makes it to final 2, talking about all the moves that she's made. And Cody says Nicole only did one thing this season. She lied about the Ian vote and then flipped on it. And then she won HOH and sent Memphis home. So that's 2 things that you just listed there. But also, like, I gotta say, Nicole did do stuff behind the scenes, too. It wasn't like she just sucked at competition. She was purposely throwing competitions because she didn't want to put more of a target on her back. But just off the top of my head, like, Bailey was not a target until Nicole started saying that she should go. And you know why she did that? Couple of tries, couple of guys. That's when Nicole started talking about Bailey needing to go. And Nicole, along with Danny, they were both really pushing Christmas to put up Bailey and Devon if Christmas were to win HOH, and she did. And that's what she ended up doing. Also, if you think about it, the guys did not want Bailey to go. They wanted Devon out, but the girls, convinced them that Bailey should be the one to go. So she did make other game moves. I'm not saying like I'm Nicole's number 1 stan, but I think she's got a case to make here. So Cody says when Nicole was HOH, like, we didn't have to send Memphis home if we didn't want to. Okay. So then Enzo says, also think about if Nicole wins that final HOH, she's going to be able to tell the jury that she took one of us out. So Enzo says, if I win HOH, I'm going to say, and this is how he said it, he was like, I'm going to say, bye-bye, we're going to have a new champion. Ouch. So translation, if he wins HOH, he's planning on voting Nicole out. Obviously. So yeah, other than that, the house guests have just been hanging out today, more reminiscing, more backgammon, all that stuff. If you guys want to check back later, I'm not 100% sure that they're doing part 2 today, but I'm assuming they are. So if you just want to peek at the info later, I'll post it below if they do it. And if it's not back until late, like if it's not over until late, check in the morning. Because keep in mind, we are on the East Coast. So I'm not staying up all night for this. Thank you.
You're not?
I'm not. I have sleep to catch up on. We were up very late last night.
We were up till 2 o'clock.
Working on that puppet show.
2 o'clock.
Yeah. I'm just going to say if the singing is not great, like, it was 1 a.m. when we were doing that. So I think it's a lot of fun, though. You guys are going to enjoy it.
Maddie told me I'm not a singer.
I didn't mean that as a jerk.
I know. I'm not. I'll admit it.
Yeah, but we had a lot of fun with it. I think you guys are going to enjoy it. But I want to thank our super chatters. Rachel McClung, thank you so much. You are awesome, and we really appreciate it. And Sheena123, thank you so much. And Sheena says, if Cody wins part 3, who will he bring? I think he's going to bring Enzo. You think Nicole, right?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. I think it'll be Enzo because I think he's nervous about bringing a former winner to the end. I mean, at least with Enzo, they've played the whole entire game together, and Cody will be able to say, like, I won all these other competitions that Enzo didn't. And
what will the mothers do?
If Cody doesn't bring Nicole?
Yeah.
Yeah, their moms apparently are very close and talk on the phone and
Let's
stuff.
leave the mothers out of it.
I don't know. Bowie, what do you think?
He said, I want mommy's unicorn pillow.
Yeah. All right. Well, anyway, thank you so much for the question and for the support. Let's chat for a few minutes. All right. What's going on here? The finale is on Wednesday, and I believe it's at 9 p.m. Eastern.
It is.
And just to remind you guys, we're going to be doing our chat live after the finale.
We're doing it effing live.
Yeah, it should be 11:30. I'm assuming
thinking
PM
11:30
because we need time to go over our notes and
we need
go to
to
the
have a
bathroom
sip of
and
seltzer, bathroom break,
all the things.
maybe a snack.
Yeah. So that will probably be 11:30. I'll let you guys know as it gets closer, but just pencil in 11:30 p.m. Eastern. And somebody was asking me what time that would be in California. That would be 8:30. 8:30 p.m. Ready?
Sure?
Yes.
Oh.
California's 3 hours behind. You know that.
Oh, okay.
8:30 p.m.
You better not.
Yeah. What's their time zone called? Pacific.
Mm-hmm.
Pacific time.
You're making a deal out of that, sir.
Let's see. Fedora wearing Charizard asks, if you could pick 3 Big Brother players to be on Amazing Race, who would they be? You mean like 3 teams or just 3 and then like with their loved ones or something? I would like to see.
I would love to see Kaser and Janelle as a team.
Oh my God. That would be epic. Yes.
CBS, listen up.
Do you think they would do it? I would love that so much.
CBS.
I mean, Janelle's already been on with Brittany.
Yeah.
So I'd love to see her go on with Kaser. That'd be so much fun. I think I would love to see Davon and Bailey. I know Bailey said she's retiring from reality TV, but like I would love to see it. Or even Bailey and Swaggy.
Yeah, Bailey and Swaggy.
But he also said he retired from reality TV.
He said no.
Yeah. But I'd love to see them on Tyler and Angela. I'd like to see how they would do. He also said he's retiring from reality TV.
Already?
That's what he said. I don't know. But yeah, I think there's a lot of. Well, Nicole and Victor have already been on.
Yeah,
I enjoyed them on the show. They were fun.
What about Nicole A and Cliff?
Be interesting.
I don't think they would get very far.
I don't know. But Cliff has traveled all over the world, so
yeah, that's true.
He's a traveler. He knows.
That's true.
Yeah. Oh, Harmony says Janelle said that she wouldn't do The Amazing Race again because she doesn't want to be on TV again looking ratchet. Oh, I mean, she does like to be glam, right? J Jobs asked, what type of BB season would you like to see in the future? Winners, America's favorite players, first time outs, or something else? I would like to see newbies and maybe like a second chance season where they're not all necessarily like all-stars, but
I don't want
people that are like hungry to come back.
More repeats because I don't want to see these damn feeds blocked out like they were this season because I'm sure these prima donnas were like, we're like minor celebrities now, so
don't hurt my brand.
Exactly.
Buddy!
All right.
I feel like a season of all first evictees would be freaking nuts because a lot of times the people that are evicted first are ones that like don't know what they're doing, so they're like, and they do like crazy stuff.
But do they still not know what they're doing when they
come back? It'd be interesting, and I don't know.
Like David?
Yeah, I don't know. But David was one of the most entertaining people this season.
He was.
So I don't know. It'd be interesting. Yeah, no. The thing about All Stars that bothers me, and this happened with the first All Star season too. These people are all like part of this big network, so they're calling each other up and making these alliances and stuff.
I want 100% newborns.
So
come on, you're gonna have to leave because you can't handle the truth. Let's go.
Bowie. He said that's enough.
He said
enough already.
Yeah. Come on.
All right. I think we got to wrap this up, guys. But we will be back tomorrow for more. Hopefully we will have a winner of part 2. Oh, a fake out. Yeah, a fake out. But we'll see you guys then. And hopefully tomorrow's no. Somebody lost a little bit of their tail.
Is that tail?
I think that's tail.
I think he pulled that out.
Oh. Oops. All right. He's okay. But I want to thank you all for being here. We'll see you tomorrow. And until then, much love. Oops. Much love.
No.